The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Jones wants to change it up. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Now Jones going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
The one thing we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A quick throw complete to Washington. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Hey, run!
In motion right here, Washington.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Xavier McKinney.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go. Go, let's go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked by Chad Muma. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
In motion right here, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion right here, Washington.
Go, go. 30 left. Take right open, open.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jones on 3rd down. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work third down conversion, good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hey, Lion,
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go, son.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Think right. Here we go, son.
They go play action now. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head, because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
In motion right here, Washington.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
On second down, here's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devon Hamilton in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Half jumbo.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Barkley going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7.
Giants 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 20-yard line.
Okay, here we go. Detroit Johnson.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he's is going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. In motion right, that's Hyatt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rip, 23. Easy. Read up 24. Read up 24.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Washington. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here we go, sir.
A give running right, ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. 11. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On play action, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11,
and they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Hey, I'm gun. Go.
Here's Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Okay, ready? Roll! Red.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
That's caught, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
To kick off for New York.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Washington now brings this out. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion right here, Washington.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. And he works free. Still on his feet. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Maher on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, left side. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. He's got a man, complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 44 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he's free up the right sideline. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
On 1st down, Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. 30 left.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. Try and pick up another 1st down.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Easy.
Lawrence going to throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, New York.
Now Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Bama. Other side.
Looking to throw. Jones. Robinson hauling it in outright. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Gold cutter.
First down, Giants.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. And pressure coming. And they got him once again.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the try here for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Jaguars 43, Giants 31. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Think right, open. Think right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hey, Lion,
so
Lion.
Now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This is 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Here's 2nd down.
Detroit.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jones going to change it up here. Now Jones. Completed to Hyatt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 37-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
13, Lou.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th. But they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation. But they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.